Richard.
I'm Debbie.
And we are
Richard's Life Adventures.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome what I got.
Hello and welcome to our part 2 of our Easter weekend. So you last saw us get into Devizes. We've just parked the van up on Station Road car park. We're going to head into Devizes now and see what's in this town, and we'll let you know as well whether we get to stay the night here or whether we move elsewhere. But either way, we're going to go and check this town centre out first, so stick with us.
Come on.
This is Devizes Centre. You got a little water fountain thing in the middle, memorial. Another memorial there, look. That's the Corn Exchange, look. Another trust for Devizes. Lovely old building, 1857. Another great old building there. I don't know what it is. We'll go and see what it says on the blue disc. Another one there, the white one. Blue disc on that building. See what it says on there. Oh, it's the old town hall, or it is the town hall. By Thomas Baldwin. No shortage of pubs here, is there?
No.
Plenty of pubs. The Lamb Inn, look.
There you go. Bit of history for you, Richard.
Yep, General Wolfe, whoever he was. 1756.
There you go. You can look at that later.
That's it. Got a bit of history to that building. Right next to the Lamb's Inn. There we go, another disc on this old pub here. That's what I love about this this little townlet. Each historic building gives you a little bit of information about it. The elm tree. Onto an old pub, now an antique stealing shop. Prince Sutton Clothier lived here, which is the building next door to it. Isn't it great how they do a little bit of history on the older buildings? Gives you a bit of history on it, doesn't it, Deb?
Yeah, it is. Quite interesting.
Look at that, look. The obviously base of that is getting on for a good few year old with the Tudor style, look. Wonder how old that bit is. It's got to be cracking on, hasn't it? See, look, another one, blue disc there. I'm not going to walk over and see what it says there. Or your vintage shop. Spotted a couple of vintage clothes shops. I mean, Wilco's, how vintage is that?
Yeah, I don't think that's got blue black on Wilco.
Yeah, Wilco's, that's really vintage, isn't it? Hopefully we'll see a Woolworths.
Oh yeah. Seeing those.
It's a great little town. It makes it all the better, the fact there that the weather's come out. It's nice and sunny and shining away.
What's on?
Nice little market. Here we are in the Black Swan in Devizes. Good guy. Woodworth, the quality beer. Woodworth Brewery. Don't know if it's still a brewery or whether it's now flats. Nice old little church, St Mary's Church in Devizes. Old building. No idea what it used to be. Yeah, it would make a lovely house or a nightclub or something. But yeah, what a smashing house that'd make. Road noise would be a bit noisy. What a lovely building. How do you pronounce that, Deb? Cane? Keen? I'm sure you guys will correct us in the comments how you pronounce it. You've got a nice little canal. We're going to have a walk up here a little bit. Right, this is called the Tramway Canal, and it used to carry goods between Fox Hangers and Devizes, and all the barges were towed by horses. Since the introduction of roads and railways, the canal has now just become a bit of a leisure thing rather than a goods avenue, canal, whatever you want to call it. But there's still some nice barges down there. So you've got some nice double beam barges down there, because it's quite a wide canal considering. I've seen canals a lot narrower than that, but we're going to have a walk a bit further up here. It's nice and quiet other than the road. Imagine living in them houses. You'd want to clear all these reeds though, wouldn't you? But that's good for wildlife, I suppose. So you can't really get rid of it if it's for the wildlife. Brambles and bushes, you know, shrews and field mice and that love that sort of thing. Lovely houses there. What a smashing day compared to the last few days, isn't it? So we need to get a magnet and go magnet fishing, Deb. Mayton Lock. There you go, guys. Got a longboat going full speed. Lazy fox. Looks like it's a rental for doing canal cruises, and we got another one. I love how quiet the engine is. It's so quiet, isn't it? Wow, lovely pub there, look. Overlooking the canal, watching the boats go by. Enjoying a nice pint and a bar meal. See that pigeon? Nearly took my head off. Whoa! Look, got a couple of puggies here. Look. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but you just got the start of the Mendip Hills, just through there. heading towards Bath and all that. And a lovely little stroll, isn't it, Deb?
Girls have loved it, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're going to crash, won't they, when we get back to the tea anyway.
Yeah. Good morning. We had a lovely night's sleep here. It's so quiet. Yeah, not the best view. It's just a car park, but it's so local to Devizes that you can just have a walk into town, have a few pints, have a meal, go to cafes, shops, all that. Not worry about where your vehicle's parked and where your stopover is. It's free on Sunday, so you haven't got to get up early, get money in the machine. Any other night you stay, yeah, it's free from 6, but 8 AM you got to get up and put money in the machine again. That's where Sunday you don't have to. So yeah, I could recommend that as a stopover. Yeah, the motorhome's been and gone now already. So today we're going to head over to the Devizes White Horse, the famous chalk white horse that's in the side of the hillside. So we'll check that out and show you what that is. Hear me, it's a tad windy up here, but it's about a 6-mile drive from where we parked up last night, not too far. We was tipped off about this as a park up, but we wanted to go into Devizes and check out some pubs and shops and stuff like that, and we wanted to be able to have a drink, so we decided to stay in Devizes centre. But yeah, we'd come back here again another time. It's just a bit windy though, so just bear that in mind if you guys want to come here. So if you Google Devizes horses or Devizes horse, this is where we are. There's 2 park ups not far from each other, one's just around the corner. Like you can tell, it is a tad windy, but it's an amazing view. I'll just pan you around now. Yeah, it is very windy up here, but that's the horse just there. We're going to go and take you out here. It looks like it wants a bit of de-weeding and some more limestone putting in there. So that's Devizes over there. Cases, the closer you get, the worse image you get. I think the best image would be probably over by that industrial bit over there, or the farms or something like that, so you're getting as close as you can get. But it is just it's a limestone horse carved into the hillside. But hey ho, at least we can say we've been here. We didn't have any breakfast before we left Devizes, so we might stay here and have a bit of breakfast or a coffee, and then we'll make our way possibly Oxford or Swindon, we don't know yet. Right, well this is the second park up just round the corner from the White Horse in the hill. It's a little bit less windier, a little bit, not a lot. And this side you got a view both sides, so you got that view down there. I don't know if it's picking up with your camera. And if you pan round, you got all that view there. I'll put the what 3 words now to this location. It's only about less than half a mile from the other one. It's literally just around the corner. There's less potholes this way. I will say less, I wouldn't say none, just less. But yeah, definitely come back and stay here again. A lot of dog walkers and walkers. But yeah, it's a nice little park up. Great view here. So anyway, we're going to head off now. I've had a bit of breakfast. We had dippy egg and toast. Dippy egg and soldiers. It is Easter Sunday after all. So we'll see you in a bit when we get to wherever we go. We still don't know if it's Oxford or Swindon yet. But anyway, we'll take you guys with us, wherever that is. Okay guys, right, you saw us leave Devizes and we headed all the way over to Oxford. Drove around Oxford, got lost, all this that and the other, looking for a park up, well not a park up but a car park space big enough to fit the van, even the park and ride, cars only. So I was driving around and round and round, and just as we started finding spaces, Debbie looked down and noticed that Izzy, our little Jack Russell dog, was not a bit right. She had like hives, or Debbie calls them bubbles, but her skin was all lumpy, her face had all swollen up. She looked like a, what they call a Shar-Pei or whatever, you know, them type of dogs. Her face was all screwed in. She was acting alright, you know, she had no problem, she was still active and all that. She was always scratching as well, she was scratching, but other than that she was behaving normally. So we figured, right, we'll get out of Oxford because we was right in the middle, and we'd head out of Oxford and just sit and look at our phone to see where Pets at Home was, see if they had anything that could maybe help her, because it's Easter Sunday. So we looked on the internet. Nearly every Pets at Home within 15 miles was shut today, but it said on the website they were shut. So Debbie had a quick Google and see if we could give Piriton to pets, to dogs, and it says you can in small doses, treat it like a small child, like half a Piriton twice a day. So we nipped over to the local co-op, got some Piriton, give her half a Piriton. Within half an hour she was right as rain, and now she's all back to herself. You know, she's not all swollen and puffed up, she's not itching, and she seems
look like an aero bar.
She seems very calm now.
You had big lumps all round your face.
What we were thinking, when we went to Devizes, we had a long walk along the canal, as you saw. She was eating grass and a few weeds and bits and bobs, and then she started eating something we couldn't really see what it was. Before we got a chance to get to her, she had swallowed it. What it was, don't know. Could have been a pill, could have been sweet, could have been anything that's given an allergic reaction. Could have been a bumblebee for all we know. I don't know, but she was acting all right all last night. She, up until about 9-10 o'clock at night, she started acting a bit peculiar, itching a lot. No hives and nothing. This morning she woke up, no itching, no hives and nothing like that, and until we got to Oxford, which was probably 2.5 hours away from when we left Devizes. So whether it's some this morning, I don't know. Whether it's from yesterday at Devizes, either way she's right as rain now. So it put a bit of a panic on us that we didn't want to be so far away from home and our local vet. So at the same note, we didn't want to end our holiday early, so we've come not far from home now, not far from Bedford. We're between two little villages called Odell and Harold. Lovely little villages, never really been around here. Ever so pretty buildings and nice areas, and we kept in hearing these noises while we were here, like motorbikes revving and things like that. And it turns out we're only 5 miles away from Santa Pod, hence why you can hear the noise. But I tell you, 5 miles away you can't half hear that them engines go. Well, I suppose 10,000 horsepower engines ripping down them that quarter mile is going to be quite loud. So we're in this nice park up, very quiet other than the odd vehicle going down Santa Pod. Like I said, it's 5 miles away, so I don't think we'll get away from it unless we went a good distance. But we didn't want to be too far away from home. We're about, what, 20 miles from home?
Probably.
Yeah, anywhere between 15 and 25 miles from home. So we could do it within half an hour, 35 minutes. So if she did turn ill again, you know, we'll be home very quickly, or to the local vets just around the corner very quickly. So that's it. We're sitting munching on Easter eggs, as you do. Debbie's about to start tea. We're having, what are we having, Deb?
Cottage pie.
Cottage pie and some veg.
And Easter eggs.
And Easter eggs, yeah. So it's just something quick and easy. It's just ready meal cottage pies and some pre-cooked, pre-prepared veg that we make at home. We get given a lot of veg, so what we do is Debbie part cooks them, literally 3 or 4 minutes. Preps them first, part cooks them 3 or 4 minutes, lets them cool down, puts them in a sandwich bag, and then when we go away, because we've got a freezer section, we just grab a couple of sandwich bags of these pre-prepared veg, bang it in the freezer, and then when we want a meal we bang it out, put it in a saucepan with some boiling water, and another 5-10 minutes later we've got fresh veg, frozen veg. So we're going to have our tea and we'll check in with you in a bit, but just before we have tea I'm going to take you outside and show you around what we're looking at. So I've just come outside, so you got all nice countryside and that. It's a large gravel car park. It's fairly flat until you get... Can you hear that? That's Santa Pod Raceway, and it's 5 miles in that direction. But yeah, this car park, it's a bit uneven towards the back. Don't block the gate, it's the farm's entrance, although it don't look like he's used it in a while, but either way, don't block that. It's quite level there and it's quite level here, so I think that's all right. But there's a road there. We've not had any cars through the last 20 minutes, and we've just had about 5 come through in the last 3 minutes. I suppose it's come home time, people have had to work. There you go, another one too. Not many anyway, but I'm sure it's going to get quieter through the day. Poor old Craig, look how dirty he is. Yeah. I've just kicked the heater in. Nice and quiet now, the cars are stopped. Good morning, it's Monday of Easter weekend, last day of our holiday. We woke up in the large gravel car park near Harold and Adele, which is not far from Bedford. So we had a wonderful night's sleep, and we were joined by another van just over my shoulder. A couple of dog walkers have arrived this morning, but other than that we've had no trouble whatsoever. It was a wonderful peaceful night's sleep. We sat and watched a couple of films. Yeah, we watched Ghostbusters and we watched Top Gun Maverick. So we had a wonderful night's sleep, just got up this morning, had a wash, brushed the teeth, had a bit of breakfast, and now we're just going to let the dogs out for a wee, and then we're going to hit the road. Right, so that wraps up our little Easter weekend. Little trips, we've been here, there and everywhere, many counties. We've had a really good time, haven't we?
We have.
What's your best park up been?
The first one.
The first one, that was at Fromebridge Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for a great charity. It wasn't the pub being greedy or anything like that. And once you've paid your £10 charity donation, you're not obligated to go in there for a drink or a meal or anything like that. but it's well worth going in there for at least a drink and showing your appreciation.
Got my first pina colada cider.
Pina colada cider, what is that all about? But I tell you what, it is wonderful,
It was
wasn't
lovely.
Yeah.
You couldn't drink it all night. It was a bit sweet, but it was lovely.
But it tasted more like a pina colada than a cider. It was bizarre.
It was lovely.
It was really nice. So anyway, if you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe and comment. And if you really feel like it, click that little bell icon and you'll get to see all our future videos. And on that note, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.